Unbearable horseshit, man. Unbearable.
Be in the all Madden team.
Yeah. Hold up. It ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Play homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping.
Unbearable, man.
Ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They get a crab with it. You either fight or flight. I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions with soul food flow that stock my bed.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. On play action, it's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end Kelsey. And they are able able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Second and goal from the 1. One more time with Edwards-Helaire. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Chiefs have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Oh, nice move. They find some open field here. And they get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 20. A big run there by Jones. 48 yards. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Rodgers now on 1st down. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's 2nd down. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. On play action. Now Rodgers. Touchdown! Robert Tonyan from 13 yards out. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. To throw again on second down. Mahomes.
Oh, my God.
Is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Quick slant to Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now here's Mahomes. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Mahomes now on first down. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 27 yards. And the Chiefs have moved out in front. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, trying to tie this football game. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Lets it fly deep for Cobb.
Thank you.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day three corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes.
Get the...
He tipped and intercepted. He's at the 50.
Yo.
30. Past the 20.
That's fucking bullshit, man. That is the epitome of bullshit, man.
Extra point try now for Crosby.
That is the epitome of bullshit. The epitome.
14.
This makes it not even want to play, man.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch here for and taken successfully.
That shit is fucking bullshit, man.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Mahomes now on first down. Across his body, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
Such fucking bullshit, man. Yeah.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just want to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field
That
goal.
is such fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
That is such fucking bullshit.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Now a play fake. Rodgers out to his left.
Oh, but they don't get
knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to throw one up for the end zone.
Oh, I was gonna quit right if he called it. I was gonna quit. I was gonna quit right there if he called that shit. I was gonna quit.
2 quarters down,
I was gonna quit right there.
We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I was gonna quit right there. If he called that shit, I was gonna quit.
Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Rodgers. Able to find Lazard.
Come on.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This one out. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So this game tied at the half, and if you wondered who would come up with the first big play of this third quarter, we have our answer.
Well, in basketball, you know how they tell you to have active hands defensively? I think the same thing applies here. Nice job there, prying the ball free. And now the guys have a chance to take the lead if they can put something together. The beauty of doing it in football, you don't get called for a foul if you hit their arms.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Flushed out right. Seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Mahomes throwing on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Now he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 5. Mahomes now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play fake. Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. 2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey from 10 yards out. And the Chiefs have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent first. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a 1-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position. And obviously, a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have? It's going to keep us in a good spot. No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great. But that's not what you're really playing for.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do? Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Mahomes going to throw it here. Into the hands of Smith-Schuster on the crossing pattern. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Mahomes. Quick slant to Valdez-Scantling. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
To throw is Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like...
And this will be caught. Don't forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Dolphins and Eagles, huh?
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Taken from about the 12. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 19 White.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. He finds his tight end Goddard. That's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And they'll get it up just short of the 45. Right back to Sanders on first down. Emmanuel Ogbah finding his way to the ball for a big stop there behind the line of scrimmage.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now on 2nd and 13, Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
They go back to the ground with Sanders, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
They go play action with Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. Give him 18 on the play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Eagles post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Fights through it. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it before the 1st down.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Roster 6. Yellow, color. 6,
and again, it's Tagovailoa. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off.
Bro, what the fuck,
It's
man?
intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
To a hit, and the ball is and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball is released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
18,
Play action. Here's Hurts. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Tua, the final shot before half. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here.
He's got it at the 15.
Bro, that's insane, bro.
Quite a show of arm strength.
A double him and still didn't matter. That's insane.
And it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging
that
in the
is
air
insane, bro.
with the
A double him and still didn't matter.
Here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, that's throw, my good. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Where is he be throwing to, man?
And now look at this. Big game, but a fumble. And the Eagles,
where does he be throwing to?
Here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 2nd and 2. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Here's Hurts to throw. Buying time to his left. He's got a man, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to checking down to them or maybe dump off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
The stretcher right there turned it into a really nice game. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jalen Phillips, the former 1st rounder, getting in there for the sack. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Up the middle they go with Sanders. A 4-yard pickup that gets them going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 19 yards away. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd down, Mostert. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
From midfield, here's Tua.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
He's going to let it fly.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 59 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Important extra point up and through, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Taken from about the 12.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Short gain, last two plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another run here with Sanders. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Throwing is Hurts. Open man has got it, the tight end. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This from long, very long range. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
54 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Another run with Sanders. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
I was about to say, Brent, I missed it.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Tua. And that's into the hands of Gesicki. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job And then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think that's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house. So they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to pass. Tua. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They wanted to avoid the dreaded 4th down and having to get a conversion or it being the final play. They picked it up, though, on 3rd.
I love how you described that because we've been in those situations and seen it. If you get to 4th down, especially in overtime, things get a little shakier, don't they? The hands get shaky, right? The throw, if you're going to throw the ball, being able to run it, all of that coming down to one big play. Very nice of them and nice for them to pick it up on 3rd.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. 2nd and 12. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And they're able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Both teams swapping field goals on their respective first drives of overtime. So now, you know the drill. It's on to old school sudden death.
Yeah, it sounds exciting, doesn't it? Can I be a little bit of Dennis Downer here, though? That drive, able to go that far, yet they had to kick the field goal to keep playing. You would have thought maybe, could they punch it in and we can end it?
We get more free football.
Oh, yeah, good point. Come on. I'm back up beat again. Forget the Downer stuff.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. They'll go again with Sanders. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They'll run with Sanders. 78 yards rushing for him now to this point. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And he got it. The kick is good. And they have won here in overtime. But Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They start the drive with Cook. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Caught outright by Renfro. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On play action, now Carr. And it's caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller with a touchdown grab from Derek Carr. And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. From the 31, Cousins. That's complete to K.J. Osborne. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take, catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes in that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go play action. Cousins. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he will have the Vikings first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Here's Cook again. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Cousins. He's got it. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. To throw, Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings.
What?
Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson.
Weird.
And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
That's really,
Joseph
really
connects
weird.
on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Really, really weird.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't.
That's caught inside the 20.
Oh,
It's a big play there for Vegas. 72 yards. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be. Jacobs. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
One more time with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Cousins throw complete there to Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Cousins. But it's caught.
Bro, how the fuck is he touching? How the fuck is he threading the lead around this?
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And Cook has it, left side. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Raiders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before we wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd and 10, Carr. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Again, it's Carr.
Get down, man.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw it out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
When you talk about big moments in this game, but plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And it's incomplete. Clock clock stops with 10 seconds left.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. But give up the gun to Abdullah. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Nwangu now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On second down, it's Cook again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multi-dimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Chandler Jones. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception. They've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing his car on third down. He completes it to Abdullah. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. So Carr exits on fourth down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw there taken in by Smith. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. To the air again, it's Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but we did.
Touchdown! 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Nuwanger now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but The self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's running 11 times. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Pulling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Open here, Adam Thielen. And he will have a Vikings first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Cousins. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Joseph connects on the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Carr finding Waller there for the Vegas first.
First down, Las Vegas.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
Okay, this is interesting. Okay, this is interesting. Bills and Dolphins. It's interesting.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready, break.
Throwing to start here is Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He is going to find Hill here. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Mostert will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Singletary to get the drive started. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, they stick with Singletary.
Ooh.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Okay.
Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down at 5. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now Allen.
Oh!
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive.
Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Mostert. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play action. Now it's Tua. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And Oliver, that time to want to get in there and bring him down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Room here to run. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. His first carry in their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They run here with Singletary. Oh, he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line. And they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far. That's going to be how this first half will come to an end. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. McKenzie now from his end zone. And all deep in his own territory. Calls up the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and take it to the house for a Miami touchdown. And they've got to be sick over that opening kickoff. They get the ball, hoping to go down and score, and just like that, they cough it up, the other team scores.
So much for the best laid plans. The offense spent all their time in the locker room at halftime, plotting, getting the ball back, taking it downfield, and putting 6 points on the board. I just wonder, do they have a 12-point drive in them now? What a way to start the half.
All changed in the blink of an eye. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The third quarter starts with a run by Singletary. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Allen. This one caught by Davis. That'll give him 8 that time. And now it's 3rd and 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That's complete right around the 8. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get...
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not at all. It came off of that guy, the deep guy. It came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
From the gun, it's Allen.
Oh, it's fumbled.
Knocked away. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Jalen Phillips buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Toward the inside, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. This is caught. Touchdown. Gabriel Davis from 17 yards out. And the Bills have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken from about the 12. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert to about the 33-yard line.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll swing this complete out to Hill.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
In the 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Dancing to his left. Toward the sideline, and
yes.
Look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 31. Back to the running game with Mostert. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he's got the first down as he gets it to
first
the 8.
down. Hell yes.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. They'll run with Gaskin. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. And the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Well, here's another kneel down as he'll try to set up the game winner. tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try.
You ain't getting the ball back, buddy. Perfect scenario, too. 20 yards, dead center.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to
If I
go
miss
in
this,
this
I'm
football
screwed.
game. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good.
I say if I miss this, I'm a fucking scrub.
He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won the game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
Whew. That's my dumbass fall right there. My last one. You get that Madden today. Still, huh?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Arizona Cardinals. big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. No run back here on the... as we'll start at the 25. Harris starts the drive on the ground. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now here's another carry for Harris. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Brought down by Jalen Thompson.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Pickett on target here to Claypool. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Harris running straight ahead. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 1st down, and they go back to Harris. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris taking it in from the 20. And the Steelers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this 1st quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Throwing now is Murray. Screen pass to Connor. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Murray from midfield. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. He's got room at the 30, 20, and he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona, and even 40 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape, because you know he's a heck of a player, but he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run here with Connor. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Once again, it's Connor. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there, because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On the move to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They get to it for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sand. Now Pickett. Open man completes it to
right there.
And
Bro, that's crazy.
The Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's one of the bigger receivers in the game, CD, and his size that time certainly helped against double coverage.
Yeah, you're still a little bit of a disadvantage when you're going against multiple defenders when they're trying to double you and sometimes triple you. But you're exactly right. With his build,
bro, that's so corny.
Disadvantage, and he more than held his own and hauled that one in right there.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40. To the air on first down with Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Pickett looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Connor finding space at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Murray now on 1st down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. And this will be swung out here for counter. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick.
That's so
timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Claypool. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. And this is going to be intercepted.
Thank you, bitch.
Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. And while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before half from Murray. And some space here.
Oh, you so...
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
It's a fact.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go 1-1 for the game. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Zach Ertz, 75 yards. And the Cardinals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. Pickett back to throw. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Pickett to his tight end Freiermuth for the Steeler first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. And the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
91 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Off play action, Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. The Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Pickett sets up play action. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Throwing on third down, here's Pickett. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Cards will take over here at their own 12-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. They'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray, he'll get that one complete to Connor. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And now third down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Murray. Ertz has it left side. And they stop him short of the first, as he can only get to the 20. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left.
Oh, my God.
The defense was able to react quickly.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. On 2nd and 9, Pickett. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Pick it now, 3rd and goal.
Thank you.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. You just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray fighting Marquise Brown. And the Cardinals have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point good by Taylor. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jalen Thompson picks it, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it.